Hello everyone, it's the DCEU podcast man again, and in this video, I just want to talk about one superhero who wasn't originally from DC Comics, but could still be nice to make some kind of reference to him, especially with the multiverse thing, known as the Green Hornet. And before I get any further, let me just say that I am very excited for the DC fandom this weekend. I'm looking forward to looking at all the new trailers and sneak peeks for the Suicide Squad, the Snyder Cut of Justice League, etc., etc. As I mentioned, he's not from DC, but the original Green Hornet TV show did air at the same time as the Adam West Batman did, and they did have a crossover before, so it'd be cool if maybe in the Flashpoint movie or in The Batman or like some other future DCEU project, specifically one that focuses more on the multiverse, could make some kind of reference or Easter egg to him. But if anything, the Green Hornet is pretty much like Batman. He's a playboy who has a martial arts expert sidekick, has an armored vehicle, and fights crime. Only difference is that he owns a newspaper company. So maybe in, let's say The Batman, you can see like a shop that's named after the Green Hornet's alter ego, Britt Reed. Or maybe say like a Chinese restaurant that has the name or some kind of reference to his sidekick Kaito. Or could do something as crazy as have like a sports team, maybe like high school, called the Green Hornets. Now that would be a really clever Easter egg. It'd be just like the basketball team, the Charlotte Hornets. Another clever Easter egg is maybe if in one of the Batman movies, or just somewhere in the DC multiverse, you can see like a newspaper being sold, the same one that the Green Hornet owns and works at, the Daily Sentinel. And the crossover between 60s Batman and the Green Hornet can also be mentioned. Maybe like as an inside joke, like say in the Batman, they talk about possibly stopping like some stamp counterfeiters, just like in the crossover between Batman and Green Hornet, have an inside joke like that. Maybe someone like, say, Alfred can mention about working with someone that's green. I mean, sure, some people could interpret that as either Green Arrow or Green Lantern, and many other heroes are green, but still. One more thing I want to talk about is that I once read that in The Batman they're gonna try to get a new Joker. One thing I hope to see in this new Joker is be something like from the 1989 version of Batman, and in Batman the Animated Series, where Joker is a crime lord like in the Dark Knight and in Suicide Squad, while also being a gangster mob boss. One thing I like to see is Joker using some of his iconic weapons, like the handy buzzard that shocks you to death, literally, or like the acid spraying flower. I get that people want a Joker that's serious and scary, just like Suicide Squad tried to do with Jared Leto. But, well, I'm more of a comic book accurate kind of guy. I like interpretations of the Joker where he's serious but still tries to make a joke out of everything. I like to see him use his iconic weapons now. Try to do like updated versions of them where they're menacing but still pretty fun and something from the comics. Maybe in the Suicide Squad, if we ever see Joker again, or somewhere down the multiverse road of the DC Extended Universe, that's something I really want to see, because that kind of Joker I think is well balanced, because he's a gangster, a mob boss, and a psychopath rolled into one like that, showing that he takes everything as a joke while still being serious. Plus, clowns are very known for their pranks and little gadgets like that. Of course, they're not lethal, but... Well, that's all for this podcast. tune in for next week where I'll be discussing about everything in the DC fandom. I'll mostly be talking about the trailers because I'm more excited for that out of everything. Being at the DC fandom and seeing all the new trailers and footage for all the upcoming movies. So, my next podcast, I'll be giving some criticism and some thought about what it could mean for the movies and for the franchises. Thank you, goodbye, and remember to hit like and subscribe to my channel.